The first thing I wrote actually was a short film, which was not made, and then I went into theatre, contacted the Everyman Theatre and looked at what was going on there and just took it from there, really. I think people, when you first start out, because you can see a theatre building, writers tend to, connect with that. That was me pestering Jimmy McGovern for quite a long time, and then eventually getting a meeting with him for an episode of Moving On, and just he gave me a shot and went from there. It was great, it was great. It's great. It was a very acute learning curve to work on Moving On. It's quick, it's very direct, there's a small team, and the budget is small, so the restrictions are there from the beginning. So not a massive cast, not huge locations. But that was very natural to me because, working in theatre, you're very much reliant on the text only, and you've got to work out how to structure something with nothing else other than what you put on the page. So it was a great stepping stone from theatre to a basic play of the day, really. I was involved in Broken from the beginning. When Jimmy created the show, I was part of that team, and I've written an episode 4, co-written with Jimmy. It's been great. It's a great experience to go from daytime to prime time. My ambition is to create my own authored work, and to develop characters and voices that are not necessarily marginalised in life, but that we don't see too much of on screen. Women who've got an agenda of their own and are not reacting to men. To develop amazing character-driven drama with depth, because I think the audience is so sophisticated now that they expect depth. So the legacy, that was a huge kind of family epic drama. It was amazing. Big Little Lies, another amazing female-driven show. I love all of Sally Wainwright's stuff. Happy Valley, Last Tango. I can only imagine it's because the writers are not there. The writers are not in the space that they need to be in. And it's really difficult, actually, because a lot of women writers are mums, and that's a huge job, huge job to do. And there's no doubt about it that you need a huge amount of tenacity and courage to stay focused on what you really want and not make do, but not compromise on that. And I imagine that could be what happens, and it could be what happens to me, but it must be about a combination of things, really, not one factor. But I definitely think that more female authored pieces there needs to be some risk taken on them. I would check out everything that's going on, but the biggest advice I would give to any writer is to, if you can, create your own work, because there's so few opportunities in theatre, especially, maybe not especially, but in the region where I was, there was not that many opportunities for a full development of a play. Whereas working on the fringe scene, making your own work, creating your own companies, even if it's not in an official capacity, but just getting people together, I would recommend that. When I look back, that's the thing that I would have done more, was not rely on anyone else and just create, write, and then find a way to put it on somewhere. Mad Men, Pride and Prejudice, the BBC production, I think it was BBC, and guilty pleasure would be Sex and the City.